on, y'all? Five Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NBA, and yes, talking some NBA free agency because we finally have a trade. Yes, that's right. Danny Ainge has finally made a move, and he has finally decided to do something instead of hoard his assets, okay? So he's shipping out Avery Bradley to the Detroit Pistons for Marcus Morris, and that's pretty much the trade straight up. So what was the reason for the trade? Why did the Celtics do it? Why did the Pistons do it? Who won this trade and what it means going forward? First, why did the Celtics do this trade? They did this trade because they are trying to get enough salary in order to sign Gordon Hayward. Avery Bradley is owed a little bit more money than Marcus Morris is, and so this helps with them fit Gordon Hayward's max in under the salary cap that they have. And so that's reason number one. Reason number two, and more importantly, why Avery Bradley? Because, like I said, they didn't have a need for a small forward like Marcus Morris. And Avery Bradley was at a position of need, which is shooting guard on the team. Now they have like 5-6 small forwards. They didn't trade Jay Crowder, who I thought they should have traded. But now it makes sense because the reason they traded away Avery Bradley is because he was on an expiring contract, which means they did not want to pay Avery Bradley, okay? So Avery Bradley would have been expiring, and so he would have asked for a new contract next year. And so the Celtics are thinking ahead and saying, we got a bunch of other guys to pay. We got to pay Isaiah Thomas. We got to pay Jaylen Brown down the road. We got to pay all of these other dudes. Jay Crowder is on a nice 3-year deal worth about $6-7 million per year, which is a bargain in today's NBA. And so they're saying there's no point of us trading that contract because it gives us flexibility in the long term. We keep Avery. Now we got to pay him next year along with the other guys that we got to pay right now and in the future. So they wanted to ship him out. They get back Marcus Morris, who's on a who is still on a very affordable contract. I believe he's only earning $5 million a year, and he's not an expiring free agent. He is under contract for the next 2 years, and so that gives them some time to be able to decide who to pay, who not to pay, and they get a decent player in Marcus Morris. Now, there is a clear logjam at the wing, okay? You got Marcus Morris, you got Jaylen Brown, you got Jason Tatum, you got Gordon Hayward, okay? And Jay Crowder, if I mentioned him already. But it's just a logjam at the 3 spot, and someone's going to have to play the 2. I'm sorry, but I think somebody's going to have to play the 2. They're probably going to have one of these 3s play the 2. Let's see what happens, but that's the reason why the Celtics made this trade. Now, why did the Pistons make this trade? Well, plain and simple, right after this move was made, they renounced the rights to KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, which means they didn't want to pay KCP the max, which he would have gotten from some team, probably the Brooklyn Nets, because the Brooklyn Nets love paying restricted free agents and like to make other teams bleed for their restricted free agents. And they saw, hey, look, Otto Porter just got $104 million. That means KCP is about to get the same thing. Do we want to pay KCP that? We'd rather not. So you know what? Let's acquire a shooting guard in Avery Bradley, who's one of the most underrated shooting guards. He's a very good player, by the way. One of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. And let's make, KCP an unrestricted free agent and let him go. And so basically that was the move there. And all they had to give up was Marcus Morris for that, and they already have Tobias Harris there. So I guess they didn't feel the need to keep him. But that is the reason for the Pistons making the move. So with that being said, let's see, who do I think won this deal? I think it's pretty much a wash, though I do think the Pistons definitely got the better player. Avery Bradley is better than Marcus Morris. The reason I say it's a wash because initially I had the Pistons winning this trade, but then I realized the reason why the Celtics made this move, like I just explained, was because they needed to decide who to pay down the line. And Jay Crowder is on a very affordable contract, and with the way these NBA contracts are going these days, who knows what Avery Bradley would have demanded. He was making $8 million this year. He probably could have demanded $16 million. He probably could have demanded twice that, okay? So I can't really fault the Celtics for thinking that way, and so for that reason, I'm going to say it's a wash. And like I said, they've got Lord knows like how many wing players. Somebody can play the 2 for them. They'll figure it out. Brad Stevens has already said he plays positional basketball. Maybe Gordon Hayward will play the 2 now. Who knows? But with that being said, I think it's pretty much even here. Not really sure though what the Pistons' plan is, because I thought they'd be, building for the future. Avery Bradley's a veteran player, and I guess they're acquiring him because they're ready to make a move on the playoffs. But I don't really see too much direction from the Pistons side of this, so not really sure there. But I do know they got the better player, so good for them on that. But with that being said, that is what I think, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Who won this trade? Who lost this trade? Leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.